Hello everyone, and thanks for stopping by to Scrap and Craft with Terry. Today we're going to do a book page project. We're going to make wraparound book page pockets. I think this was an old Roxy Weekly challenge. So this is what we're going to do today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've done this before with envelopes, but I haven't done it just with like the piece of paper. But that's what we're going to do. My paper has creases in it because I was trying to figure out what size I wanted to make. This one is going to be a smaller one. You just take your book page out, and I trimmed the rough side off where I took it out of the book. So, because a lot of times your book pages are a little more fragile. You just might want to roll over the edge of what is going to be your pocket, and the top of your pocket, you might want to fold that edge under also. So you would have both of these edges folded under, and that'll just stabilize them a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and glue them down, glue both of them down now. If you hear any loud kabooms or anything, we're having a thunderstorm. Okay, so now the size of the page really doesn't matter. It's going to just depend on what size you have, and I made little marks here to where I wanted to fold my pocket up because this is a smaller one. So I had to save room, a little bit of room at the top. I still think that I need to fold this back just a little bit. Let's see if I have it about right. This is about 1 3/4, and that's about 1 3/4. So I have it pretty straight now. And I can go ahead and erase this mark off now. I had so many fold lines on here, I wasn't really sure. So let me measure it again since I took that off of there, because now I'm probably into one of the other fold lines. Nope, that's right. Okay, so then we'll just fold this in half, crease it down the center, and make sure that it's even here, which mine wasn't. And then when we get all done, this would come into our book page or our journal page, and it would attach to our journal page, so we would have pockets over here, and then when we turn the page we have pockets over here. And you can do it on either page that you want. You know, it doesn't matter if it's on this side or the other side. When you get ready to decorate it, then you just want to make for sure which way your embellishments are going. So I couldn't ink this one because it wasn't folded yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and ink around this real quick. We don't have to ink the back because we're not going to see the back. I want to ink this fold line in here because we'll see this. And then I want to ink this fold line here. And ink along the top of this pocket. Let's see how that is. That looks good. Okay. So now we're going to just flip this back. I'm going to glue right here in the center. I'm going to glue up each side. So this would be a good scrap buster. Would be a good mass make. Now let me trim this just a hair. Okay. And that'll be like that. Now when you glue this in, I would run glue down this center, across this side, and up this side. And I would do that. I put glue under there, but it's not holding. Must not have glued it very good. That was a lot of glue. So when you glue your pocket, I would glue along this edge on the underside. I'd glue across the bottom and underneath, and then that'll make your pocket. And then you'll be sure to be secure here on this part. And if you don't want to glue that, I guess you don't have to, but just do that on both sides. So now we're going to decorate it, and I want some lace on each side of my fold line. So I'm going to run some lace across here. And once you get your decorations all together, you know, get your paper all folded up and glued and everything, this goes together really, really fast. Let me see which side I have up here. I think this is the right side. I just want to stay on this side of my score line. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. And now here again, because this is down lower than this is, you're not going to know, because you're not going to see them at the same time. So you're going to see different stuff when you turn your page over. Okay, so now on this side, I want to put this piece over here, and I inked this in pink just because of the pink flowers, and I want to put this up here just to decorate my pocket. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. So it doesn't matter how you decorate your pockets, you can just leave the full book page showing, or you can decorate them however you would like. I think I wanted my lace to go over top of that. So now we can add a little bit more glue to this. And stick that back down. So same way over here on this side before this glues itself down tight all the way. Let me peel this off. Okay. Then up here, make sure I have the script going the right way. I'm just going to glue this on here. And I just tore around these papers. You can tear them or you can cut them. And I have a butterfly. Do I want my butterfly over here? Or do I want my butterfly? I think I like my butterfly better over here. So we're going to put our butterfly over here. And I have just this little piece of music paper. I think it was actually from a printable. Let me see how I want this. I think I want this to go down first and then some of my butterfly over it. I think that's what I want. So we'll just do something like that. Then we'll have to give this little guy his antennas. Just little ones because of our lace. Now we'll move to this side and we're going to put this paper down first. So we're going to have pink on one side and blue on the other because I liked the papers. And like I said, it's going to be on 2 different pages so they don't have to match. I'm going to set that on there. Then I'm going to glue my lace back down. Goes this way. Let me just trim this little piece right here off. then I'm going to do the same thing right here and just put this up here for decoration. So you can make a bunch of these and have them on hand when you need something for your pages. I'm not sure if I want this here or if I want this here. I think this is the way that I want it to go. So I'm going to glue this down first. And this is out of a music book. I'll just put that like that. Now I gotta have him on his own side of the pocket. And then we'll give him his antennas. So then this would go on and we would glue it in place. If that doesn't stick on the lace, I'll have to use my Fabri-Tac and flip it over, and you have one here. Now I didn't make any little tags for these. Let's see what I can find. Okay, so I just grabbed out a few scrappy things sitting here so we could have our little tags and, you know, just some journaling pages, stuff like that. Turn our page over and we could have some stuff here, and then when we glue this side and down here, we're also going to have a pocket back here. I forgot about that on the other page also. So this would be glued down in the bottom, as well as this would be glued down in the bottom. So then you have this other pocket. So isn't that cool? So that's our first one. I have another one all set and ready to go, and it's just a little tiny bit bigger. We'll just use these for the next one. And then this, you're not going to see this at all because you're going to have it glued down as your pocket. Okay, so let's see. So this one I already have inked, and this one is a little bit bigger. Now I folded this under for my pocket. This is a little bit heavier of a book page, so I didn't fold this one down. So it just depends on what your book page is like. And you don't have to just use Bookpage. You could use maps or music paper or anything like that. You can just make them out of regular scrapbook paper. Whatever you would like. Then we're going to glue this up. Glue our center. And I've already inked this. So we're just going to glue this up. And on this one, my pocket is up, let's see, about 2 1/8. So the width of this down this way is about 3 3/8. And this one is about 2 5/8. So you can see that it's a little bit different. And then when it sits on the page, it's a little bit higher. So you have like more space with your bigger paper. You just have to watch if you have a long book page that it doesn't go over your center thing. Okay. So now we're going to decorate. I want this one over here. So I have this lace. It has, I'm not really sure. I think it must be black. At first I thought it was like green flowers, but I think it's black. But it's kind of cute. So I want that up there. And let me see. Again, I want my paper down first. So I'm going to put this down. And this is just a piece of scrapbook paper, I think. That might be a printable. Not really sure. Okay, and then we're just gonna glue this on up top here. So I'm pretty much just doing the same thing, but showing you two different sizes. Now I can trim this off. Then I'm going to do the same thing up here just because I thought it looked nice. So, and down here we're going to put "you reap what you sow," and then we have a little house plant, and I'm just going to put that at a little bit of an angle. I'll use this and make for sure that it sticks to my lace. How's everyone doing today? Don't think I asked. There. So I think that's cute. This one could go into a gardening journal. Well, it can actually go in whatever you want. Doesn't have to just be gardening. It's really, really thundering. We're supposed to have off and on for like about a week's worth of rain. Then I'm going to put the same lace over here. And trim this off. And I'm just going to put this up top here. And these are just little pieces of scrap that I was picking out from my pile. And I just tore around these ones also. And down here I'm just going to put this little rose, and this says blossom. And then we'll glue our little rose down. Just kind of angle that up there a little bit. And let me put my cap on my glue. It's trying to erupt over here. Put this in here. And then fold them up. And you can have them going on whatever page you want. So we'll have it going this way this time. So again, you would glue down your center across the bottom and up this side. So we would have a pocket back here, and this one you can put bigger tags. Then we would turn our page over and we would have these. So you would have your bigger tags back here, and you could have your smaller tags up here. Now, how cool is that? I think these are cute. Nice addition to any journal or folio. So that is our video for today. So let me know down in the comments what you think, and do you think you would give this project a whirl? I think it's fun. So, all right, everyone. Till next time, have a wonderful day and happy crafting. Bye for now.